ruling on that one now, but I'm sure it... Because I know how Commander works, but I don't know how it works in this situation. That's strange. Anyway. Next card. Xilestar, Pact Weaver, a bird demon. So it's flying and trample, which means that it bypasses defenses. It's very cool. When it enters the battlefield with a shield counter, you may look at the top card of your deck, which is what library is. At any time, you may cast spells from the top of your library by removing a counter from a creature you control, in addition to paying their other costs. Oh, okay. Very cool. Then we have Gwahir, or Gwahir, I don't know. The Wind Lord, a bird noble. This spell costs 2 colorless less to cast as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. That's pretty cool. So it is Flying and Vigilance, which means that if it attacks, it doesn't rest after it attacks. It stays up, so you can block with it at the end. Or during your opponent's turn, you can block with it if you really need to. And it gives all your other birds Vigilance as well. That's actually not too bad, actually. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good card. And the final one, Kangee Sky Warden. Honestly, I just looked at the Sky Warden part and I thought it would be really cool. Alright, let's see here. Bird Wizard. Another Bird Wizard. Let's go. Are we just going to name everything out of Bird Wizards? Who knows? So Flying and Vigilance is pretty cool. So whenever this card attacks, attacking creatures with flying get +2/+0 until end of turn. Oh my word, that is a pretty cool thing. So it's just creatures with flying? Creatures with flying. Whenever Kangee blocks, blocking creatures with flying get +0/+2. Ooh. He literally... Is that what a warden does? I think I like Kangee, because Kangee actually makes sense for Skarmory. Because Skarmory... Okay, if I am wrong about this, shoot me in the foot. No, I'm kidding, okay. Isn't Skarmory... I don't want to say mainly, but isn't it primarily used as a setup? So in a way, you can kind of say that Kangee fits, because Skarmory more so is used to set up... I don't know Toxic, but I know Stealth Rocks, yes. Not in this game, obviously, because Stealth Rocks comes out in Generation 4, not Generation 3. And Spikes. And maybe Toxic Spikes, or Skarmory doesn't learn that at all. And then obviously it also learns Tailwind as well, so obviously you'd use Tailwind as well. So I think Kangee makes sense. So Kangee. I think it fits a lot better. It's either Kangee or Xilestar. But the thing is that for Xilestar, I cannot use the space. Because in Generation 3, you only have 10 spaces. So I think I'll just use Kangee, because Kangee feels like it makes more sense. Because when it attacks with the party, it makes them stronger. And if it blocks with the party, it makes them stronger. And not only that, so the cool thing is that I wish it gave whenever it attacks, attacking creatures with flying get +2/+0 and Vigilance until end of turn. That would have been very cool, but I think it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. And with the blocking, I think it's fine. You have flying, so I don't think it makes sense to give their creatures reach. That's cool. That's actually kind of awesome. Alright, so Kangee it is. Just want to make sure I actually spell it right, though. And if you think I'm going to be looking at these kinds of things before the recording, no, I'm not going to be looking up cards. I think the only reason why Zergo I did was because I know what Zergo is, and I felt like it fit Blaziken really well. All right, so let's see. All right, teleport. So we're either going to Fall Arbor. Yeah, so it's if you go to the town. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Not for this, but like... So how are you supposed to do that huge skip, though, to go back to Petalburg City? Using teleport. Because you have to go through Rustboro, Slateport. Not unless you don't do any grinding. And you... Well, technically, I think the ones that I've been watching that do it have, like... Actually, they do a lot of skips. Because they skip the grinding part by using rare candies. Which, by the way, I can do. But I choose not to. I choose to devote time to the Pokemon. Even though I think all their friendship is at 255 or whatever it is. I'm saying I could, but I'm not taking the easy way out. I didn't do it for Uranium. I think I kind of did it with Insurgents. Because Insurgents had a built-in method of EV training. Yeah, Insurgents had a... Oh no, I don't have Rock Smash on the team. Ugh. I hate you, game. I hate you, game. Why does it have to be this difficult just to be able to get back to where I was? But the good news is that next time we'll be able to go straight to the 6th gym. So that's great. I'll see if I think you have to do a little bit of setup before you go. I think you need like to do a quest. I think if I remember correctly, or maybe not. I don't remember. I like vaguely remember, but I don't remember if that's an Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire change or not. I definitely know if we were playing Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I think we would have Megas by now. Yeah, we would have had a Mega Legendary, I think. If I am not mistaken. I'm trying to remember if I'm correct or not. I don't... And I definitely know that it's like one of the fastest modes of... Like, it gives you also one of the fastest modes of transportation as well. So, like... And not only that, it makes one of the HMs completely useless. The HM is Fly. So I think that the only thing that I would technically like to mod for this Pokemon Ruby is to switch all the HMs to be TMs or something equivalent to it, kind of thing, right? No, I think keeping them as HMs might be better, but make HMs be able to be removed. Either have HMs be removable like TMs, but be replaceable like replaceable like TMs, but unbreakable like HMs, or have it so the like the person who gives you the HM also tells you like, oh, but if you don't want to teach your Pokemon that move, here's a TM item kind of thing that acts like that TM kind of thing. Although your key items goes really, really big, sure, but at least you're not teaching a Pokemon Flash, right? And it's like, oh, Flash is not going to be very useful later on. Or whatnot. I think it's by generation... I know generation 5, I think, is the one where the TMs become unbreakable. which honestly is like the godsend of it. But I understand why they made TMs breakable, right? Because it makes it so that like you have to play around your moves kind of thing. And I think that experimenting with the TR system was a great idea, don't get me wrong. The TRs was a brilliant idea to experiment, like, if people like to farm for the TMs that they need, and then the ones they don't really, like, care about, right? I love Fortress City. I love this. I love the music. It's very quiet. Something unseenable is in the way. Oh. That's not good. Hi. Why am I carrying this parasol? I'll tell you if you can win against me. Okay. But yeah, like in Generation 8, when they introduced the TR system, I love the TRs. I love the fact that it's something you can grind for, but it's also something useful to grind for too, because it gives you an extra plethora of moves to pick from. Because the normal TMs only went up to 100, like went to 99. So with the TRs, that's an extra 99 moves. So that makes you be able to have 198 moves be able to be teachable. That's amazing. That's what we like to see. We like to have more options on our plate. Like, we like to have more of a selection, more plethora of moves we can pick. Because if I have to, let's say, if I had to pick having 99 moves or having 198 but only grinding for half of them, I picked the second. But what I think Scarlet and Violet did, that I'm hoping they're bringing to Legends EA or doing something similar to it. Crystal can't ward off Pokemon attacks. Sure. But if they do bring it back for Legends EA, I would definitely love the system. And that is that they bring the crafting mechanic back in. I love the crafting mechanic. It was good in Scarlet and Violet. But if you're gonna put an alternate currency, that's where I gotta draw the line though. You're like, I understand leak points is not always used for the crafting of TMs. Pokemon is strong, how about yours? Because it's also used like, I don't want to say it's used like cryptocurrency, because it's like a one-to-one exchange, right? So it's weird. But it's used as a secondary currency that didn't really make much sense in the context of the games. It's like Watts, I think, made sense because the items there were cheaper. I think that's how it worked. If I'm remembering correctly, I think for Sword and Shield, Watts made items cheaper than what they would normally be if you bought them with Pokédollars. But I can see the appeal of why they went with league points as an alternate thing. Drathis, hi, it's been a while. There's something here that you can't see, right? Now, if I were to use this device on the invisible obstacle... No, rather than describing it, I should just show you. That would be more fun. Drathis, are your Pokemon ready for battle? Yes. Drathis, show me your power as a trainer. Use the Devon Scope. An invisible Pokemon became completely visible. The startled Pokemon attacked. Oh! Alright, buddy. Double kick. If you survive this... Never mind. Oh, maybe. Nope. We don't really need Kecleon, though. I see, your battle style is intriguing. Just using double kick, man. Your Pokemon have obviously grown since I first met you in Dewford. I'd like you to have this Devon Scope. Who knows? There might maybe other concealed Pokemon. Yay! Drathis, I enjoy seeing Pokemon and trainers who strive together. I think you're doing great. Well, let's meet again somewhere. yeah, so as I said, I like the crafting system because it gets you to do something, right? It gets you to go for it. I just don't think the league points was the way to go. That's the part that I'm a bit on the... I'm a bit, like, saying... Like, I'm a bit, like, against. But, like, I mean, if you want to create an alternate currency, that's fine. Like, if you want to make an alternate currency that functions like watts, that's better. Like, that makes, like, everything cost half as much. Because I used league points as sort of like a buffer thing, right? So like if I needed to, let's say, buy like 50 protein and I don't have the 500k in gold, right? Or in, like in the Poké Dollars department, but I had over 500k in the league point department, I would throw it into league points. That's fine. But like I shouldn't need to do that. But yeah, so that's going to be it for now. Next time we'll probably take on the 6th gym. And maybe I'll continue talking about TMs, I don't know. So yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Ruby.